Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about glider redeploy and in its current state, why it's not too great for the game. I want to talk about a few improvements I think that could be made. However, with this video I do want to ask you guys to leave your feedback as well as what you guys think about glider redeploy down in the comments. However, enjoy the rest of the video. So glider redeploy was designed and implemented to reduce RNG for movement. However, with its current state, it's quite done the opposite. You have to, first off, you have to find it, and you have to give up a slot. And there's so many items in the game now that giving up a slot for something that's not even that good anymore is kind of hard, especially for the fact that once you do get into a glide, it's super slow, and anybody with a decent aim is going to laser you out of the sky. So one thing I really don't agree with is them adding it as an item, because the loot table is already super saturated. For example, last week nobody could find shields, and a lot of the times when they implement a new item, the drop rate is super high for some reason until the following week when they balance it. So walking into glider redeploy every 2 seconds isn't really fun, and it's not really healthy for the game. However, a lot of great suggestions were made right away, like adding it as a trap item or making it a separate little icon for it. Something that simple with, say, 10 uses or maybe even less is really useful, and I think would be a way better addition to the game rather than using it as an item. Now, I don't want to spend the entire video complaining about glider redeploy, even though I really don't agree with it being in the game at all. However, if it were to be in the game, a couple things that I think would be great is if they limit it to the first and even second circle and everybody got about 5. That way you can't really get screwed on early game rotations where you're stuck with the zone being halfway across the map, as you'll still have glider redeploy and you don't have to rely on planes, jump pads, or rifts, and you know you always have a way to rotate far across the map. However, limiting glider redeploy to the first 2 circles really doesn't help with that late game RNG that most people are kind of concerned with, especially the comp scene, because having a jump pad or rift to go in those late circles really puts you ahead of your competition. However, some could argue that Fortnite is a BR, and by nature BRs are kind of RNG. So is it alright for those late game circles to be RNG, or do you guys not agree with that? Let me know what you guys think about glider redeploy. Do you think it's in a good state as it is now, or do you think it could use a few tweaks? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one.